Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the Sheraton Kampala Hotel, and as always, this is your favorite show, Men. The only show in Uganda that talks about the things that nobody else wants to talk about. Now, tonight we will be talking about those people who are single, but are they happy? That's the question we'll be answering tonight. Now, don't forget, this is your show. You can go to our Facebook page, it's NTV Men, like it, then give us your feedback, or you can send us an SMS on 6565. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is right on your screen. It's NTV_men. Julius, welcome to the show. It's good to have you back. You're not a stranger anymore. You had last time you were here, you had a very strong opinion, which a lot of people were cheering on and saying, yes, he's a man. Good to have you here, sir.
Man of his character, thank you.
Yes. Now, I'll start with you, kick off with you, and find out, is it possible for somebody to be single and happy for the rest of their life?
Under what circumstances?
Singlehood.
Normal, abnormal?
Regardless of the circumstances.
I don't believe that one can really stay happily when he's single. Mm-hmm. I don't believe so. Only, like what I said or what I'm going to say, under what circumstances. Mm-hmm. Either person could be abnormal.
Yeah.
It doesn't function.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
that's a reality.
Or the person has been disappointed so many times and he lives with no option other than being single. But then it sounds funny, it sounds weird that a man who is normal, handsome, good, I mean, you stay single?
There's a problem.
It sounds awkward in my ears. I can't imagine it.
Okay. Now, if I may just pick some feedback from our Facebook page, because we posted it here. There is a lady called Barbara Simwe. She says it's very possible. A spouse is not the only source of happiness. There's a whole lot of things that can make somebody happy. Being single doesn't mean you're lonely. Then there's also another lady called Janet Flavia. She says it's very possible. With the changing trends in marriages today, a single life offers more happiness than in marriage. But anyway, it all depends on what choices we make in life. And finally, there's Peter Mwesigo, who says, I really think it's impossible to live a single, fulfilling life, because you often need a person whom you can hide away with when storms come in. Joseph, you're single.
Single, married, what I talk about? I talk about single, not seeing anyone, or I talk about single, not in a relationship, not in a marriage relationship.
Not in a marriage relationship.
Single, not seeing anyone. Not
Yes. I think these are different things. And I do not believe that you can live very happily. You can live happily single for a period of time. I mean, these things happen.
2 days.
And it also does not mean when you're, like Colin here, when you're having sexual relations. I do not think so. People are having sexual relations, but they are single. Okay? So, I do not believe. I believe every single person, at the risk of sounding absolutist here, every single person needs a companion in their life. It does not matter what you do, where you are. There's that person you need to confide. Yeah, confidant, someone you talk to during happy times, because we keep talking about hard times. During happy times, I can tell you, for people who go out, there's you can just be moving in town and you hear a song which is someone's ringtone, and there's someone you want to call just because of that, really. Yeah. So things like that, everyone needs that person in their life now, whether they are married to them or whatever is another. Yeah, I think everyone needs someone in their life.
Okay, interesting. Chris?
Not necessarily every day.
But you need somebody in your life. You can even be a bit of a distance apart.
Yeah.
There's a famous Rolling Stone song, Everybody Needs Somebody, 1967. Big hit. Do you think it's the truth? You don't know that one, definitely.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think that it's possible to have everyone having someone without necessarily having that relationship being an erotic relationship.
What? What's the point?
Yes, absolutely. I am all for marriage. I actually one time sat down with friends. I said, if I was on heaven's committee of solving the globe's problems, I would marry off everybody. So I believe in marriage that much. But I also seriously. But I also know that I have single friends who are happy, because unlike what we sometimes think, there is nothing like a happy marriage or a happy relationship. There is something like happy people in a relationship. A relationship is not happy. It's like when I say there is a born again church, the building doesn't. It's a thing.
Yeah, it contains.
Yeah, but it's the people in there. So just the same way, the relationship. You are happy when you have someone you relate with that makes you happy or brings out the best in you and that sort of thing. It doesn't have to have an erotic string to it, right? So I work with colleagues who are single. And the whole point I think should be: are you single because this is what you want, or because you've resigned in life about it? So because I think that's a discussion to have. But if you ask me, it's possible to be single and happy. It's possible to be married and happy. And in the same way, it's possible to be single and unhappy and to be married and unhappy.
So, but then you mentioned something about the erotic part of it. Sex is a natural phenomenon. It's a bodily function. If I may put it.
It isn't.
No, it is.
Excretion is a bodily function. Breathing is a bodily function.
No, but sex is a bodily function. You have to have sex.
No.
You cannot live without sex. But that's a whole different
Now
discussion.
you sound like Joseph. You sound absolutist.
No, but it is a function. It is, and I keep being told early on. I was being told by Joseph that we are not like the animals that I keep claiming we are. But we are. Every animal, whether it's for procreation purposes, like most animals, or for pleasure purposes, have to have sex.
No. Peter, here's I have a rebuttal. Here's the thing. Right? There are people, men, who don't have sex and they're fine. Because I wanted some, I got married. I'm having a lot of it. But here's the thing.
My point.
There are people who are able to live life without being sexually active. I had
They're in denial.
No, okay. That's what you think. I got married at 28.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had a sexual relationship with anybody.
But
If I got married.
But you see, you can't.
But let me just say it this way. I decided, I fell in love with this girl, and we decided we're going to get married at a certain time. We dated for 3 years and some months, and we weren't sexually active. So it's possible for you to rule over the body. I don't know how to say this in a neat, nice way, but the organ between our legs is not our brain and will. As men, we can rule over this body. And you can decide as a man that you're not going to be sexually active for different reasons. I know someone who said they're not going to be involved with any girl or anything because they want to concentrate on building a business. And they're really dead serious about it, and they're not involved. There's some people who do that for religious purposes. There's some people who do that for whatever reasons. So it's possible actually to wire yourself and say, I'm going to be single for this time or for all your life, and they're happy. So I don't think that life doesn't work for everyone in the world like it works for us here.
Multiple. Anyway,
the ways of working around it.
So that's how you see it.
but for me, I think it is important to note that sometimes people are single and happy because they know it is going to happen sometime. They are going to get out of it. And then it can bring stress to your life if you're actually single and you know that is the end of the road. You're probably grown old, or you broke, or whatever you're thinking when you don't see yourself getting out of that. For me, I think it is very, very possible to be very, very happy, because you know it is just a situation. You can't, for apart from those people who are married, and even then it's not a guarantee. Once in a while you're going to be by yourself. Yeah, someone will walk out of your life or whatever.
I just I think that we encounter a lot of, because of the way our society has changed and a lot of things that are happening around us. I think that because of what just said, someone can walk out of your life, heartbreak, pain, mistrust. People even just seeing what you saw growing up with family and what people elect, they then choose, I'll be single. But I think that I personally am very violently opposed to the idea, because people who are single are the ones who are preying on your girlfriend. They're the ones who are trying to bang your husband. I'm serious. You hang out with friends. We're friends here together. Oh, girlfriends, you're all together. You have a boyfriend, you have a baby, you have a man, you're married, and that girl there is single, and she's the one who's banging all your husbands. Because that's what happened. You hang out with your friend. That's why single guys don't hang out with married guys. One, because the conversation is different, but two, because it's just wary, man. You're just like, what? This guy has free reign. He's just going to corner your chick one night in the club because he's your friend, you trust him, but he's single. He has no attachment. He's going to corner her, and before you know it, he's stuck into her, and then you.
But then I think that's the challenge with the person you're seeing, because it means anybody could do that, not necessarily your friend. However, I get what you're saying, that
it's a frightening state. But I on the other side, I think from an emotional development spiel, I think that as the Bible says, you should get together with someone and be happy, because what that does, it reins in the urges, satisfies those urges that you're talking about, addresses Mukasa's issue about loneliness, because I know for a fact.
What issue is that?
I know. I'm siding with you. I'm saying that loneliness is not a state. Loneliness is a place, and once you've been, it's a place. You get there, it's like a hotel. You check in, and it's real. It's so real. Being lonely is sad. It's disgusting. But every once in a while, you get there, and you humbly accept it. So when you need to deal with stuff like that,
But then, judging from our Facebook feedback, and I've seen there are a lot of the ladies who are saying no, they can do without, because they seem to be scared of marriage.
They're lying.
Yeah.
No,
But then,
But you see,
let's not be quick to dismiss them.
But you see,
No.
when God created a human being, what I believe he did research about how one should live.
on the animals.
Only that, no. Only that the Bible does not bring it out very clearly. It just mentions the words bored. God created a human being and he saw how he was bored. Then he brought a helper. Yeah? But you see, it continues saying that it's not good for a man to marry.
To be alone.
But to avoid sexual immorality, a man should choose a wife. A wife should choose a husband. So I think one to come out and say that I can happily live single, then that person should be questioned about.
Yeah, but from the same
like how he was saying, those are the people terrorizing our wives.
Correct.
let's just get into a break and we'll come right back to it. We're here at the Sheraton Kampala Hotel. And you're single, so you're talking about, is it possible to be single and happy? Don't forget, this is your show. We want to hear from you. It is our SMS number is 6565. You can go to our Facebook page. It's NTV Men. Like it and engage in the conversations there. Our Twitter handle is NTV_men. Follow us. We guarantee you a follow back. We'll be right back after this break.